What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Trading Wars. Thanks for joining me today. To date, we are going to be looking at the top swing picks going into next week. So if you are ready, let's step into the war zone. So first and foremost, guys, we've had a very interesting week. We had a little bit of a bull push earlier in the week, and then we ended up selling off near the close. So if we look at SPY here, you could see it visually here. So like we said, we had the 618, right? We had the 618 ready to go. So we opened below the 50. We pushed up to the 618. We rejected it actually twice. And then we followed through and had that sell off. So in terms of the broader market right now, this is a textbook Fibonacci pattern here where we have that push down, that pull back to the 618. This is something we've been talking about for many, many weeks. And from this point here, guys, we likely are to make a little bit of a lower low at some point, either retest this low, make a new higher low, or break through. The only way that I see the bulls just taking back control is if we open somewhere in the middle of this candle and then immediately start turning around and break this 618. So that's what we're going to be looking for next week. Don't be shocked if we do get another new low coming into next week. And if we do start breaking down, guys, we can retest this pivot 420.66 and even make a newer low. So this is actually a very critical point in the stock market. So let's make sure we're ready and on top of the plan. All right. So let me know where you guys are tuning in from today. Let me shout some of you guys out. Ron, what's going on, brother? Roop, what's going on, sister? STK, sorry. What's going on? Roman, what's going on, brother? Harris, happy Saturday. Alicia, good afternoon. Kai, what's going on? Worldwide, what's going on? Worldwide Kevin, what's going on? Dragon, good to see you, brother. All right. So that's kind of what's going on in the broader market, right? So we got Ryan from Louisiana, Andy from Muskoka, Alicia from Philly, good to see you. Dragon from the center of the universe, Kai from, I think that's St. Louis. All right, so this is what we're going to do now. So the process that I always do, guys, is first of all, we scan, right? We scan for trading wars patterns. Very simple. That's always the process every single week. And as you guys know, in my rooms, I have scanners. It just makes the process a lot easier than having to manually look through. But if you want, you can just have a watch list, right? Like you see I have lots of watch lists here. So this is my main watch list right here. You could just go through your watch list and just go to the weekly chart and start looking through them and seeing if you find any patterns. But for me, I've already done that and I've just used the scanner because it makes it a lot easier, okay? And so these are the picks that have come to my attention. First one right here, guys, is Tesla. So Tesla, last week, we tried it long and we got stopped out right away. It ended up closing with an outside bar on the weekly. So this is the Trading Wars Nirvana pattern, right? So this is an inside outside. Very, very dangerous, powerful pattern. So you could see last week we popped up, we pushed up, we made a new high, then we came down and we made a new low. So now we have the Nirvana pattern, which is a very powerful pattern. It's very rare. So you could just see in the past here with Tesla, we've had 1, 2, 3 of them. And, but most of them have great moves. So hoping to get a similar setup again. Okay. So how you want to play this is very simple. There's 2 ways. The first one is drilling down. So that's why I wrote the drill down book on my website. What you can do with the drill down is, let me show you guys. All right. But hit me with a 1 if you're here and you're ready to rock, because I want to go in some detail right now. So hit me with a 1, get the pen and the pad out, and then we can talk about in detail how you take these trades. So the first thing you want to do is draw the high and the low. Okay. So 947.77. Always draw the high and the low so you have a reference point. Okay. Oops. So you always want to have a reference point so that you know what's going on. You know where we're opening. You understand who's trapped. So 850.70. Okay. So 850.70. All right. So the simplest way to trade this, right, is just whichever side it breaks. Let's go to the daily. We can see this better. So here we go. So this is the actual weekly range. If it breaks above here, you buy your calls, you go long. If it breaks below here, you buy your puts, you go short, put your stop loss on the other side. That's the simplest way. Anybody can understand that. But what we're looking for here, guys, from my style is what we call the drill down. We want to drill down. So the first thing we're going to do here, guys, is I want to see how we close on Monday. I want to see what's going on Monday. Are we in the middle? Are we in the top and the bottom of the range? What's happening? And then I want to take a Fibonacci and I want to stack it like this. Because these Fibonaccis are going to be hidden pivots, right? That are going to be support and resistance that you don't see, because there's going to be algorithms that are likely sitting on these. So what you want to do with these, once you have your Fibonacci drawn out like this, you want to go down to the hourly chart and start looking for patterns. So see if you see any rejection on these levels, if you see any inside bars, any fractal patterns, anything that you can trade, okay? You can go ahead and just look at that. So that's what we call the drill down method. That's what I wrote about in my book, because the reason you want to drill down is because you always get a better risk to reward, right? That's all it matters, because if you just take the weekly bar breakout and you put your stop loss on the other side, yes, it's very simple, but you may also get, you might not be able to get a good risk to reward because the bar is so much bigger, okay? But on the other hand, if you do go ahead and drill down, you can get a very tight stop loss for a huge potential risk to reward. All right. So hit me with a 5 if that makes sense. All right. And the name of the game in trading, guys, you know, last week was a tough week swing trading. It's been basically a day trader's market recently. You know, there's a lot of opportunities for day traders because the market is going up and then it's coming back down and it's going back up. There's a lot of reversals. So that's not the ideal environment for swing trading. So I would say February has started off very tough for swing trading. But that being said, the market runs in cycles. Okay. So the market runs in cycles. What does that mean? Well, that means that at some point, the day trading is going to cool off and the swing trading is going to pick up. And this is a common thing that happens in the stock market, because the point of this is to trap traders. The point of this is to take advantage of new traders. As soon as the new traders start coming to the market because they hear day trading is good, that's when they get destroyed. And that's where all the moves start coming overnight, right? So that's something you got to always make sure and make sense about, because you don't want to be late to the party. When trading, you always have to be there before the move, before people start talking about it. And that's why we do these swing picks every week, because nobody right now is talking about Tesla. That could be a massive swing trade. Everybody's like, let's day trade, let's day trade, let's day trade. But you want to be one step ahead. So that's what I'm trying to do here. All right. So on a scale of 1 to 10, how do you guys feel about Tesla? Do you think this is a great pivot point? Just looking back on history here, we could see that the Nirvana is, sometimes there are fake outs, right? But more often than not, it is a critical point in the life of this stock. And we like to focus on rarity and looking for these patterns that do not show up too often, because then we can have an edge when we are trading. All right. So I see some mixture here. So let's move on to the next one, Google. So Google, it's one of my long-term holdings. I love Google. I mean, I've already doubled my investment in Google over the last, few years, basically. It's been an amazing investment, and it's just pretty much common sense, right? In my opinion, if you use something every single day, like Google, let's say, there's no harm in throwing a few bucks in there, right? So that's my philosophy with investing. So we have a very tight inside bar on Google right now. And if you look to the left, you can actually see we have a shotgun. So the shotgun setup is when we have an inside bar or a fractal, any fractal. And then when we look to the left, we have a big, long wick. And that is very important, because that can show you that there are a lot of bears inside of this bar right here, because we pushed all the way up here almost into, I think we did make a new all-time high. Let's see, 30.37 versus 30.42. So we made a new all-time high, right? See that? We made a new all-time high, and as soon as we did, we reversed. So these are very dangerous candles, guys. It's just like when we called SPY, right? Look, when we called SPY right up here, you see this tweet. We called SPY right here for the short below 466.08. And the reason why was because we made a new all-time high and then we reversed, okay? So that is why we look for those patterns. Very, very powerful, because anybody that's buying at the all-time highs and it goes the other way is in a big trap, okay? And that's the a lot of that is issue with the community of trading, because when this made a new all-time high, you better believe there were like millions of people on Twitter saying, oh, Google is going to the moon, it's going to all-time highs, which is irresponsible, because then new traders that don't understand risk to reward, they come in, they bet their whole life savings, and they get destroyed, right? So that's never good. I never buy into new all-time highs. This is where you want to buy, okay? If you want to try a play right here going into all-time highs, this is when you do it. When you have a nice inside bar set up or a fractal, because you can put your entry right here and your stop right here. So if Google does want to break up, then you can get long when this inside bar breaks, put your stop on the other side for protection, and then you have a good risk to reward because you're getting in before the all-time high. Okay, guys? So I really like Google. I like it more to the upside because remember, a lot of the stocks have been retracing, et cetera, but Google has been showing relative strength. If it does break to the downside, that's also a tradable opportunity. But I'm watching to see if Google can turn the corner next week and then can break these highs and then squeeze into new all-time highs. That would obviously depend on if the market is in agreement. But I like the risk to reward to the upside from my setup here, and I like the fact that there's this wick. So if it doesn't break it, that's totally fine. I'm not going to force anything, right? So 1 to 10, what do you guys think about Google? 1 to 10. Really like it. Impressive. We had earnings back here. See, they did pretty well. Okay. So I really like that. And I love the relative strength. Relative strength is always important. So next we have Apple. So Apple is just a beautiful outside bar. Very powerful. And we could just see, right? The last time we had an outside bar on Apple, guys, was right here. And we had a nice push down, nice, beautiful runner. Over here, we had another one. So we just want to play the bars, okay? We don't care about anything. We don't care about news. We don't care about et cetera. We care about the bars. If it's an outside bar, I have a very simple trading plan. If it breaks, whatever it breaks the low, I'm short. Breaks the high, go long. Put the stop on the other side. That's it. That's it. We don't need to make it complicated, because when we do make it complicated, we will lose money in the long run. We may get lucky, but when you don't have a system or a strategy, you might as well take your money, go to the casino, and put it in the machine. Okay, put it in the Dragon Link and then hit it. All right, that's going to be a lot more better than gambling on the stock market with the stress that you have to take. So beautiful outside bar, and if it's very similar to SPY. If we take for the fib from the high to the low here, this one went a little bit deeper. So this one went to the 786, and you can see the miraculous miracle that is Fibonacci here, because as soon as we tag that 786, we get a reversal, right? Very beautiful, very exceptionally beautiful here. So this is a very important pivot point. All eyes on Apple going into next week. We got the fib, we got the outside bar. If we turn the corner and squeeze through these fibs, guys, we can break through new all-time highs, no problem. But if we start turning back down, same thing like SPY. We might come back and retest here. We might make a new leg in this extension. All right. So what do you guys think? Apple 1 to 10. So I got a lot of them here. But my main focus is going to be Tesla, Google, Apple, and a few others. I can't take all of these trades. There's just too much. But I want to share them with you guys in case you see something that's interests you, or that something you want to be an investor in, or whatever. I want to bring it to your attention. All right. So next we have EA Sports, Electronic Arts. So I like EA, guys, because we have a holy grail. So the holy grail is an advanced pattern, right? It's an inside bar. The last time we had one was back here. Then if we zoom out a little bit more, we had one over here. So I really like this because you can see that we are just pressing up on this all-time high. We're in this box right here. And then eventually EA is trying to make a run to break through this box, right? And if we do break through this box, we could blow the roof off. So that's why I'm looking at EA here, and I love this holy grail pattern. I mean, it could definitely break to the downside, but I'm more interested in playing to the upside. All right, so the Bollinger Bands, see somebody asking about Bollinger Bands. Bollinger Bands I use only for my long-term investing account. I do not use it for swing trading or day trading. It's my long-term investing account, and I've done many videos on that, so you can take a look on the YouTube. So next we have Exelon Corporation. So this one, obviously, guys, is in a different sector, right? Just a nice little play here, because what I found here on this name is we have a tweezer top, and the tweezer tops are very important patterns. So you could see it's when we have the exact same high. So we have 4402 for the high of last week and 4402 for the high of this week. So I love these tweezer patterns because it shows something, obviously, right? There's rejection here at 4402. So I'm going to be looking to play that going into next week. Now, let me just rush through these other ones here. So we have Upwork here with a nice outside bar testing these previous resistances back in the day right there, right? So you could see that that's a nice little pullback there for anyone that likes playing this name. You take the break of the bar, very simple. Pinterest, same type of thing, a deep pullback. This one has an inside bar on the weekly. Upstart, a tight inside bar. If we take the Fibonacci all the way from inception and bring it back up to the high here, guys, you could see that we're kind of on that 786 there, right? But just be very careful with these names because they are definitely high risk, high reward. Next, we have Walgreens. Walgreens, same thing, tight inside bar. I like that one there. It's sitting on a Fibonacci. If we take it from the low to the high right there, right on the 618, very nice. Nextera Energy, a double inside bar, very rare pattern. I'm not sure how much of you play energy, but this is a beautiful time to try this one, I would say. We have a double inside bar back at the support here. Really like that. Zoom. So some of you guys play this one. Nice tight inside bar. DoorDash, pretty much at the all-time lows here with a tight inside bar. So it's make or break time. We have Shop. So anyone that plays this name, nice inside bar after a good retracement. So that could be a great opportunity. We have the VIX with another outside bar, right? Remember, I've been pointing this out to you guys, right? Every time we have an outside bar on the VIX, it looks like we generally have a lot more volatility. And the last time we had one was here and then here, and we had a lot of volatility from those. So just be aware of that, okay? Goodyear Tire, this one definitely looks like it's off of earnings, right? But, a good little retrace if anyone's interested in this name. Under Armour, we have a nice outside bar as well. Baba, trying to build a base at some point here. So for anyone interested in Baba. Oracle, beautiful outside bar. Goose, Canada Goose, and Etsy. Etsy, very nice holy grail. The only problem with Etsy is earnings is right around the corner. So that could be a pre-earnings play. All right, that could be a pre-earnings play. So there we go, guys. Boom. There it is. So I just wanted to lay it out for you guys. I wanted to share my scan with you, give you some trading ideas into next week. You guys know that I trade these all live throughout the week, right? And let me just give you guys a breakdown. So in the Discord, we have two sections: the SPY VIP, which is all SPY, and then we have the members area for the stocks. So all of the swing trade alerts go through here, right? And then the trade plans are the day trades, okay? So Adriana wants me to check out Sophie, so let me do that. So any Trading Wars Army members in the building, like Adriana, if you have any chart requests or questions for me, please go ahead and put that up. Yes, this is a very nice one. Adriana, double inside. Just be careful that earnings is on the 1st of March. So you have to be very careful if you're playing this because earnings is always a gamble, right? But very nice technical pattern from this point on, okay? And so I'm going to answer any questions for you guys, any Army members, any requests. I'll take care of you guys. Looking to go to the gym today, relax a little bit. It's been a long week. Make sure you guys take care of your health. Health before wealth, 100%, guys. If you don't have that energy, if you don't have that liveliness, then the market becomes unbearable. That's at certain points. So Roop, what's going on? So MU or Uber. So let's look at this. MU. So MU, I don't see any technical patterns here. We took MU from a day trade perspective and we made $600 back here. Was it? Yeah. Wow. So check this out, guys. We took MU back here for $600. Imagine if we held that. That's a nice push, but very nice inside bar on the daily actually for MU. So MU is going to be one of the day trades we're looking at for Monday. Uber, daily, nothing, weekly, nothing. So I'm just going to pass on this. And, we had earnings too. So just wait for a setup. I would not force anything. New member here. How do I get into the Discord? So when you sign up, brother, if you sign up for the SPY or the stock room, just make sure you fill out this form and I will get you in as soon as you fill out that form. So you just put your Discord ID in there and I'll add you to the room. So what else do we have? IGV from Dragon. So what's going on, brother? So here, so the tech, so nothing on the weekly, nothing on the daily. Yeah, I don't see a technical pattern here. Definitely looks like some Fibonacci action up here. So we'll just kind of wait until we get something there. Roku, 2-week holy grail. Let's see what this brother has here. Surfing trends. I got a 2-week inside bar right here. So the only thing you have to worry about for Roku is earnings on the 17th of February. So personally, this one could go either way. So I'm just gonna stay back and wait. I wouldn't force anything with that. With a small account, what's your advice on playing the premium stocks? You can do fractal shares, right? So you could do like half a share of Tesla, for example. There are many opportunities to trade with small accounts. So don't be discouraged. Just make sure your broker has those options for you. So Adriana, again, Ross and Spot have holy grail. So let's see. So Ross, how many people shop at Ross here? Ross is the real place, man. That's the real place. That's where you get the deals. Yep. So the only thing, again, earnings coming up. So you got to be careful, right? Nice patterns though, but you just have to be careful with earnings because earnings can definitely, mess you up. But I like Spotify because the earnings are done. So this is a very nice play as well. So thank you. You always have a good eye. There are no trials on the Discord, guys. I mean, I share everything here every single day. I'm not sure what else you guys want. But if you get one of my books, any one of the books, you can get 1 month free in the room. And that's the way I designed it because you can't just go to a room and start trading. You need the education first. Prefer at the money or out the money? Depends on the spread. When you look at the contracts, how big the spread is. If it's a huge spread, then you don't want to really go far out the money. You want to go at the money. So it all depends. But hey, that's it for me, guys. I appreciate your time. Tomorrow, we're going to be doing a very detailed trading lesson on the 15-minute chart. We're going to expand on the video that we did earlier this week. And if you guys want to trade with me, check me out at tradingwars.com. Invest in yourself, guys. Grab one of these books. Telling you, it's my life's work, and it'll definitely help to improve your trading. And you get 1 month free in the SPY or the stock room. So I think that's a pretty sweet deal. Okay. Otherwise than that, good luck. All those picks are definitely playable into next week, the ones that I share with you guys. So if you want to play those, just make sure you manage your risk. Everything is a risk to reward game at the end of the day. I want to thank those that actually put in the time and that are here. Roman, everybody, thank you so much. I'll catch you tomorrow and enjoy the rest of your day, and don't drink too much Hennessy. Okay, take care.